He's been relieved of his duties while he is still alive in the draw, but you know, if he does get knocked out here, he'll be back to work. He'll be back out there, but at the moment he's very focused on getting into this heat, putting up a good fight against Owen Wright. The heat is underway, a 30-minute exchange between Owen Wright and Dave Delroy-Carr to kick off the day. And we are at main break. Thanks for joining us on day 5 of the event window. I mean, Owen's got to love his chances here against Dave at main break. He's taking off now, driving down the line. You can see that swell on offer today as Owen digs into a nice wrap to get things started. So these lefts will fill up a little bit more, but Owen just with a smooth flow. Has looked so smooth throughout the first 2 events of the season. That's what's taken him to those big quarterfinal finishes and has him in a great position to seize the Jeep Ratings lead with a big result here in WA.
Had this swell come out of a more westerly direction, and what that'll do is it'll make these lefts a little bit steeper. Generally, you want to see those steep sections. Those are the critical sections. This one here just filled with water, so he has to carve through these maneuvers, but such great flow. Owen Wright is one of the best. You know, he uses his size and that leverage to just cruise through his waves. Not going to be a huge number here, but he did showcase that flow. It's going to get great rhythm started for him. He's going to get a number there and put some pressure on David Delroy-Carr.
A charger, as is that man on screen, David Delroy-Carr. Most of the vision I've seen of Dave in the past few years has been chasing down big slabs here in the west, surfing the box. Let's see how he goes out on the open face. This is his first ride, the wild card up. Winds through a nice carve there. The wave's starting to fatten up. You know, you get that big oncoming section here at main break. And Dave opts to go for the big roundhouse cutback, banks off the foam.
Not the typical rights that we usually see. You know, again, those first sections can be a lot steeper, and that's why you see these guys looking at these rights as the real main scoring potential because of that vertical face right off the takeoff. Whereas this one, he came underneath it, carved his way around, and then really didn't even complete the maneuver. So this wave is going to come underneath the score of Owen Wright's left. Again, see how it's pulling away and actually bending into the channel and flattening out this wave. So it affected the flow in comparison to what we saw from Owen Wright. And in that section there, you know, you would have loved him at least connect with the lip at all, because that's where that degree of difficulty gets lifted.
18 minutes to go. Let's check in with Rosie Hodge. She's out there in the lineup. Actually, we'll get back to you in a sec, Rosie. We've got Dave taking off. Nice section standing up here. Carves it under the lip. Holding that rail through that second maneuver.
The ride is much more important than showing that extra dynamics, because you just want to build, get that second score. As we watch the replay here of his best wave here, it's going to be much better. That section carving down underneath the critical section, but no end hit.
Breaks in half. Let's see what Owen can do on the outside. A bigger wave, and he attacks the lip. Solid start to this one. So on his way to a pretty decent number here, you'd think, if he can stay on his feet on the end section. Loading up for something big here. Carves it once. Can he get it back up there? No, he doesn't. But that should be a pretty solid score just on the strength of that first turn piece.
Especially by the virtue of this vertical section here where he goes straight, almost straight up, about 11 o'clock. But again, keeping it so smooth. Nice variety here as well. This end section, you know, you want to see him go into the lip, but I think at this point, being smart.
5 seconds to go. Something standing up on that boil. Not sure he's going to get to his feet in time though. The hooter sounds, and Dave Delroy-Carr doesn't get the shot at the 6.84.
Just a few seconds too late. There's a wave that may have had some scoring potential. Look at that right, kind of reeled off.
Well, that's a real shame for the wild card, but he'll still be in the event in some way because he's going to join the Water Patrol team once again here.